Hello, Patriots!
Hello, Patriots, Nons, digital soldiers, and proud deplorables.
This is Carrie.
This is Joel.
And we are the Quiet Boys.
Of truth.
All right. Welcome, our lovely Patriots.
Yeah. Thanks for being here, guys.
We are so appreciative, and we just want you to know how grateful we are for your support.
Yeah, you guys are freaking awesome.
And we especially love when you are in the chat when we're doing a live show. That is so fun and so engaging, and we just love hearing your comments and getting to interact with you like that. So we'll be doing lots of live shows in the future. For this one, we opted to...
We were a little crunched for time, so we decided to put this one out instead, right?
Exactly. Yep. So, as usual, there are a ton of things going on in our crazy, crazy world, right?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Where to start, Joel? Where to start?
We can start with this interview. It was
So this took place yesterday morning. Well, you'll be able to tell that when we listen to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, Sunday morning. Let's take a listen to what Nancy had to say.
What can you do then? Some have mentioned the possibility, if they try to push through a nominee in a lame duck session, that you and the House could move to impeach President Trump or Attorney General Barr as a way of stalling and preventing the Senate from acting on this nomination.
Well, we have our options. We have arrows in our quiver that I'm not about to discuss right now. But the fact is, we have a big challenge in our country. This president has threatened to not even accept the results of the election with statements that he and his henchmen have made. So right now, our main goal, and I think Ruth Bader Ginsburg would want that to be, would be to protect the integrity of the election as we protect the American people from the coronavirus. And I have faith in the American people on this Sunday morning. I hope and pray we have a vaccine and that it will be soon, but it must be safe and efficacious when we do. Not one day sooner, not one day later than that. But the fact is, this administration has been a total failure in protecting the health and well-being of the American people, and it has had an impact on our economy. The lives, the livelihood, and the life of our democracy are threatened by this administration. So again, when people say, what can I do? You can vote, you can get out the vote, and you can do so as soon as possible. 10 states, as I said, on Friday, started their early voting the day that we lost Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
But to be clear, you're not taking any arrows out of your quiver, you're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a responsibility. We take an oath to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States.
Look at his face.
We have a responsibility to meet the needs of the American people. That is when we weigh the equities of protecting our democracy requires us to use every arrow in our quiver.
Okay.
What just happened?
Good morning. Sunday morning.
Hello.
Yeah, what was that, guys?
Good
Watch this
morning.
again.
What? It's like...
Clear, you're not taking any arrows out of your quiver, you're not ruling anything out.
Watch this.
Good morning. Sunday morning.
Out of your quiver, you're not ruling anything out.
Good morning. Sunday morning. We have a response.
Okay.
There was a malfunction in the program. Something went wrong.
Right. Wow. So we had that.
We have to talk about this more. First of all, why is she using the analogy of arrows in our quiver? Why is she talking about it like it's...
Like they've got more mud to sling, or...
It's weaponized.
Yeah.
Like they are weaponizing the way they speak about our president and about our country and about everything. Like, there were so many things wrong with that speech.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's easy to know where to start because she just, like, completely shuts down in the middle of the speech and, you know, starts over like a robot.
Yeah. That was very weird.
But the things that she said, I mean, like how they're capitalizing on RBG's death, you know, she's trying to say, I think that what she would have wanted is blah, 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 right? So they're capitalizing on that.
Trump, get that Supreme Court justice in there, ram it in full speed, man, just.
Definitely, and it needs to be done, you know? Man, crazy.
Yeah, big time.
This lady, man, like, what is going on with her?
Does not compute. Good morning, Sunday morning.
Good morning, Sunday morning. Wow. That kind of goes along, though, with that whole thing that we were talking about, as far as, like, they have to do certain things in public to make themselves
look dumb.
Ridiculous.
She does a good job of it, so does Joe Biden.
She's very good at it. They are very talented.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So as you may have seen, Q posted late on Saturday evening at 11:53 p.m. That would be the 19th, and then posted a couple yesterday on the 20th. So we're just gonna run through those today, right, Joel?
Yep.
All right, so we're going to start with post 4737. This is the one from the 19th at 11:53 p.m. In this post, we have a link to a YouTube video that is very powerful that we're going to show you in a minute. Q says, once again, September 21st through 25th, track and follow events running red. So yeah, we've already been told, guys, to be tracking events.
Yeah.
We originally were going to present a thread that somebody did an amazing job of tracking all of the events from last week, which was the 14th through 18th. And so we'll probably present that in the next couple days for you guys. But these guys are so organized and they're so amazing, and they've been keeping track of every event that's been happening. And so let's all pledge to do that this week too, as much as we can, right, Joel?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
I know we're all super busy, but yeah, we've got to be tracking and following, like you said. All right, let's check out this beautiful YouTube video.
So this is a video of former President Reagan.
It's entitled "We Must Fight."
Yes.
And it's on a channel Tidal that we will leave in the description for you guys.
Now let's set the record straight. There's no argument over the choice between peace and war. But there's only one guaranteed way you can have peace, and you can have it in the next second. Surrender. Admittedly, there's a risk in any course we follow other than this, but every lesson of history tells us that the greater risk lies in appeasement. And this is the specter our well-meaning liberal friends refuse to face, that their policy of accommodation is appeasement. And it gives no choice between peace and war, only between fight or surrender. If we continue to accommodate, continue to back and retreat, eventually we have to face the final demand, the ultimatum. And what then? When Nikita Khrushchev has told his people he knows what our answer will be. He has told them that we're retreating under the pressure of the Cold War, and someday, when the time comes to deliver the final ultimatum, our surrender will be voluntary, because by that time, we will have been weakened from within spiritually, morally, and economically. He believes this because from our side he's heard voices pleading for peace at any price, or better red than dead, or as one commentator put it, he'd rather live on his knees than die on his feet. And therein lies the road to war, because those voices don't speak for the rest of us. You and I know and do not believe that life is so dear and peace so sweet as to be purchased at the price of chains and slavery. If nothing in life is worth dying for, when did this begin? Just in the face of this enemy? Or should Moses have told the children of Israel to live in slavery under the Pharaohs? Should Christ have refused the cross? Should the Patriots at Concord Bridge have thrown down their guns and refused to fire the shot heard around the world? The martyrs of history were not fools. And our honored dead, who gave their lives to stop the advance of the Nazis, didn't die in vain. Where then is the road to peace? Well, it's a simple answer after all. You and I have the courage to say to our enemies, there is a price we will not pay, there is a point beyond which they must not advance. Winston Churchill said the destiny of man is not measured by material complications. When great forces are on the move in the world, we learn they're spirits, not animals. He said there's something going on in time and space and beyond time and space, which, whether we like it or not, spells duty. You and I have a rendezvous with destiny. We'll preserve for our children this, the last best hope of man on earth, or we'll sentence them to take the last step into 1,000 years of darkness.
Wow. Wow.
What a powerful speech from an amazing man and president. Oh man, that was so powerful.
Yeah.
The person who put this video together did an excellent job. Thank you so much.
Yeah, really well done.
Oh man, I gotta like wipe the tears out of my eyes after that one. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
All right, so moving on to post 4738, dropped 20th of September at 1:18 p.m. Looks like we have a link to a Twitter account there. Let's go check it out. All right, this is Dr. Simone Gold. Nevada is now the 7th state to quietly reverse their decision to block HCQ prescriptions for COVID-19. Physicians in Nevada can now once again prescribe HCQ as they deem necessary. Governors lied and restricted medicine that could have saved lives. They should be held accountable.
They absolutely should be held accountable. Yeah, so we will leave this link for you guys so you can check out that whole letter.
Yep. All right, so how do you extend lockdowns, economic hardships, unemployment, fear, death count, Dementia Joe, etc. in order to paint narrative mail-in voting? When did narrative start? March? Early? Planned? Needed to save lives, plus ballot harvesting, in order to generate a future narrative election day +1, which casts doubt as to legitimacy of POTUS win. Constitutional crisis. Not all mail-in ballots counted. How many mail-in ballots lost or did not arrive in key battleground states which could have returned a different result? We must investigate who cast a vote, but it did not register. We must go door to door if needed. Ballot harvest. Our lives are at stake.
Yep, that sounds like their narrative. All of these. Yep.
The sky is falling in order to legally challenge delay results, enact riots and chaos in an attempt to overturn coup d'etat. Crimes against humanity? What role will select military inserts play? The bribe playbook known? What did we learn from past attempts? Spying. Surveillance plus campaign inserts plus White House inserts. Mueller. Impeachment. Why did it take an outsider to finally deliver the start of peace in the Middle East? Why did it take an outsider to finally deliver the start of finally holding China accountable? The disease called corruption. Running red. Q. Yeah, why did it take an outsider to finally deliver on all of this stuff?
Exactly. Well, and think of the other outsider that we just saw in that last video, right? Ronald Reagan. An actor.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. I mean, Trump,
all because of the disease called corruption.
Trump is an outsider. It takes an outsider because they're not playing the game.
Exactly.
You know, they're not in this corruption game that's so deep and on so many levels. Yeah, it's just, you know, those who have eyes to see what's happening, it's so clear to us what they're doing, you know? How they're flipping the script, you know, and how they're projecting everything. How they're saying that Trump is the one who's not going to concede. When in fact, wasn't it Hillary that put out a video recently saying Joe must not concede the election, right? So they're the ones
saying something like that. Yeah.
They're the ones actually planning to not concede, right? So when Trump wins, which we know he will, they're going to ask, this is the narrative they're going to run.
Yeah.
Right? You know, we must investigate who cast a vote, but it didn't register. Go door to door if needed. Blah, blah, blah. Like this whole thing. I mean, we can see it coming. It's crazy.
Yep.
So, yeah. The last post from the 20th is 4739. This came in at 1:29 p.m. And it looks like an anon on the board basically posted a prayer. And it looks like Q reposted that. Right, Joel?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to read this prayer. Strengthen my faith, Lord. Forgive my sins so that I may be clean in your righteousness. Make me brave so I can stand and fight the spiritual battles in my life and in our world. Give me your wisdom and discernment so I won't be caught off guard. Together, Lord, we'll win because in truth, you already have. While evil still roams, the power of your name and your blood rises up to defeat and bring us victory against every evil planned against us. While malicious actions may disturb us, we use the armor of God you have given us to stand firm. He will bring justice in due time for all the harm and needless violence aimed at your children. Until then, we remain in your presence, aligned with your purposes, and we look to you as our supreme commander and protector. Help us to avoid temptation and deliver us from evil, Lord. You are the mighty one, the one who will ultimately bring all evil to light. With you, Jesus, we are safe. Amen.
Amen. Right on. Yeah. Yeah, guys, that's all the posts for, what, 19th and 20th?
Yeah, so we only had one on the 19th and two on the 20th, but wow, a lot said here, guys. All right, let's end on something funny, Joel. Should we end on something funny?
We most definitely should.
All right, we need some humor.
This comes from the Babylon Bee, which, as you guys know, is satire and is really funny. Mm-hmm. And when I saw this, I had to laugh because I thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious. Trump nominates himself to the Supreme Court.
Look at that picture of him right there. He's like, yep, I'm also now Supreme Court Justice.
Yep. Washington, D.C. Amid outcry from conservatives demanding Trump tip the balance of the Supreme Court, Trump has nominated himself for a seat on the highest court in the land.
Sometimes you just got to do a job yourself, Trump said. These other judges don't know the law like I do. I actually know all the laws. I know all the best laws, and some of the bad ones too. At least some people say they're bad. I think they might be right. We should stop listening to the bad laws. We shouldn't even have them, really. I will make all the best decisions as a judge. Some loser judges are taking advantage of this country, and it's a total disgrace. I will make it all better, way better.
According to sources, Trump plans to hold the office of president and Supreme Court Justice at the same time. Citing his experience as a judge for Miss Universe, as well as his time on The Apprentice, Trump is promising to make it look easy.
Lawyers are scrambling to figure out whether Trump can do this legally. Mitch McConnell has vowed to rush the confirmation through the Senate as quickly as possible. Lawmakers found they were too late, however, when they found Trump had already purchased a black robe on Amazon and taken a seat on the bench, refusing to leave.
In his first unilateral decision as Supreme Court Justice, he has decreed that all cereal manufacturers must now reclassify their product as soup.
Oh, that's awesome.
God.
Of course, it's
so
all in humor,
silly.
guys.
It's so
yeah, that
silly.
comes from the Babylon Bee. They're satire guys, you know, it's taken lightheartedly.
Yes,
but
I love what they
funny.
do. I mean, we need this kind of.
You know what is weird, though?
We need to make fun of things.
Some of the stuff they put out is like, holy cow, that's exactly what the Democrats are doing.
Right,
I was like, they have
crazy.
totally crossed over into Babylon Bee territory. I just love this picture right here. He's like, yep,
Yep, here I am.
I'm Supreme Court
I'm going to be
Justice.
president and Supreme Court Justice. I can do it. If anyone could do it, it would be that person.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. All right.
Oh, all right. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little humor, guys.
Yeah. And don't forget to check out our Teespring account, guys. We've got our Quiet Voice of Truth.
We still have our lovely Gold Q collection available.
You guys can go check that out, pick something up from there. It helps me and Carrie out monetarily, keeping this show going and all that fun jazz.
Yeah.
I think that will do it for this show, right?
I think that's it, yeah.
Oh, okay then. All right, hey, if you happen to be new here and if you enjoyed this show or you enjoy our content, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and toggle the notification bell so you're notified when we put out new videos or when we decide to go live. Because who knows, that's just kind of sporadic these days.
Yeah, because we're flaky like that.
No, we're not flaky.
We're not flaky, guys.
We just have a busy schedule,
We have a lot
guys.
going on. You know, there's a lot going on. As
okay.
I'm sure
Excuses.
some of you can relate to.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my gosh, shut up.
But yeah, that will do it, right, Carrie?
Yeah, we love you guys.
Yep, much love.
Much
Appreciate
love.
you
Hope
guys
everyone is
being
staying
here.
safe out there.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Patriots and odds, digital soldiers, proud deplorables. Please do not forget, where we go one,
we go all. Love you,
Good night, Patriots.
Good night, and God bless.
Yeah.